Hi there. I've been asked quite a bit now, thanks to the lives and the engagement I'm getting on Facebook, plus from some clients that I've met out and about. Could my business really have its own magazine? Like, really? What could I do as a magazine? So I thought I'd run through a few of the magazines that we're currently doing for clients to give you some ideas on what kind of businesses really could utilise their own magazine to promote their business, create credibility and bring themselves a huge amount of influence. So one of the magazines that we're doing is for a client of ours who is actually an online retailer. So they retail products in a particular niche, and they really wanted to get the magazine, really wanted to get their name out there. But, going out there and saying, look at us, we're great, look at us, we're great on Facebook all the time is obviously hard. People are going, well, of course you're going to say you're great, they're your products. So what we've done is we've created them a magazine that they can utilise to market their business in a really unique way. The way we're doing that is we've actually taken their magazine and their products and we've wrapped it up together. What do I mean by that? Well, we've gone out and we've interviewed some really big celebrities in their space, so people that are really well known. They gave us a top 50 list of the people that they'd like us to interview. We reached out to the top ones, the big players that they wanted to reach, and we managed to get pretty much all of them into the magazine for their first issue. So we've put these celebrities in the magazine. Then we've written some other editorial that supports their products, not advertorial, but products, information and tips around what the client's products are. And then we've actually done what we call lead magnets or ads in the magazine for their products. So we've done an ebook where people can click on the ebook and go to their website and find out more, and then obviously they're on their list. We've also done subscribe options and then some competitions so people can win. So that's an online retailer who are not struggling, they're doing really well actually, but they want to take it to the next level. So much so that I think the magazine for them will actually become another business in itself. It'll actually turn into something that they can actually have as a completely different business and company and run as a completely different entity. It's really going to be that big, I think, for these clients. The next one is a consultant. So this consultant's in a unique space, but finding it really tough to be heard. How many consultants, and in the consultancy/life coach space. So if you want to see all our magazines, then head to reedpublishing.group or jump onto the link I've popped in here into this live, and you can go and have a look at some of the examples of our magazines. This one in particular is a consultant, this magazine, and this client was really struggling. She was struggling to be known and seen as the expert in her industry and to actually explain really well what she did. And look, you can do podcasts, videos, Facebook Lives, blogs, of course. But again, it's you telling everyone how good you are. So we've positioned her in this magazine as the editor-in-chief. We've brought in some really other influential people that are complementary to her business in the space, put them all together in the magazine, and now she has one of the most powerful business cards that you could ever imagine. So not only now is she a coach and consultant, she's also an editor-in-chief of her own magazine. So extremely powerful way to position yourself as an expert. The final one that I thought I'd run by you today is a real estate agent. And I have mentioned this client and the example of a real estate agent in previous lives. But this particular client in particular is awesome at what she does. She's a really good real estate agent, but was moving from one area to another and had to try and position herself pretty rapidly as someone to be taken seriously, someone to be noticed in the area. It was quite a colloquial area where, if you weren't born there, you weren't considered much of a local. And so we had to position her as a voice of the local area, someone who was interested in the local area, and someone who was really good at what they did as a real estate agent. So we created a local area magazine where she was able to go out and interview people like the mayor of the place that she was from, some really significant other influential people in the area, and brought that all in together with a magazine that she was editor-in-chief of course, including ads about her houses, tips from her as a real estate agent, and we were able to weave that into a magazine that has absolutely positioned this person as a real player in the industry. I'm talking, she is now, I mean, I thought she was already great, but she is now really perceived out there in the market as someone to be taken very, very seriously. So there are 3 examples for you. An online business trying to position themselves, and elevate their brand in the marketplace. So a good one for anyone that's got a physical product that's trying to get themselves noticed in the marketplace. We've got one client we're about to launch a magazine for that has a supplement, and it's an unknown supplement, and we're creating a magazine for them in the health space. Actually, we've got 2 clients with supplements that we're positioning in completely different spaces. Whether you're a coach or consultant who's really trying to elevate yourself and position yourself, and charge more for what you do. Positioning yourself as the leader in your field allows you the ability to just create such a, you are lucky to be consulted for by me because I am the number one in my industry. And then also, as I said, a real estate agent. So real estate agent theory could apply to accountants, it could apply to dentists, it could apply to financial advisors, mortgage brokers. If you're in a particular area and you really want to position yourself as a market leader, then a magazine is certainly a way that you can do that. So start to think about, what niche are you in? Where does your tribe hang out, and what really interests your perfect customer, the members of the tribe? What is it that they want to know more about? There's nothing better than sharing to show you're caring. And with a magazine, sharing really valuable information from big players in the industry, including yourself, wrapped up in a magazine, and sharing that with your tribe shows not only that you care about them, but that you also really know what you're talking about. So I hope that gives you some tips on, and starts the cogs thinking about whether, your business and your industry, and again, if you've got associations in your industry, that's another great one, whether, that there's a place for a magazine, and start getting creative with it. What would you call the magazine? I hope that's been great, and thanks for watching.